What do you think about your future?
I don't think about future. I don't think nothing right now.
I wasn't actually on the street until about 8 or 9 months ago, I guess.
How has that been?
Not so bad because still a lot to help. Like there's free clothing and there's meals almost every there is meals every single day, but almost 3 times a day every single day. And like,
I was hungry, and you formed a humanities group to discuss my hunger. I was imprisoned, and you crept off quietly to your chapel and prayed for my release. I was naked, and in your mind you debated the morality of my appearance. I was sick, and you knelt and thanked God for your health. I was homeless, and you preached to me of the spiritual shelter of the love of God. I was lonely, and you left me alone to pray for me. You seem so holy, so close to God, but I am still very hungry and lonely and cold.
How did your addiction start?
Well, I was pretty young, and I guess I just started acting out and stuff, and met some people downtown and started hanging out, and then we just started like smoking weed, and then we started doing like some E and mushrooms and stuff, and then I guess it just got like we wanted to do something more, right? So we started doing like coke, and then we started smoking crack and stuff, and it just started out like doing it like at parties and stuff like that, and then we just started we just started doing it every day, I guess.
How did it feel when you were high?
I just felt like so powerful, I guess. Like I could just do anything, and we did everything. So I don't know, it just made me feel like on top of the world kind of.
Did you ever hit a rock bottom?
I had to just basically stop doing what I was doing and change my life completely because it was just getting so bad. I was just getting arrested, and like it was just getting out of hand.
What made you decide to get clean?
I got pregnant, so I had to get sober.
Do you mind me asking what kind of drugs that you partake in?
Mostly just uppers, because like you know, it's kind of hard being on the street, and like I don't know, there's not always a place to sleep or eat, and I guess if I use drugs, I don't need to sleep or eat, you know, as much.
I have no clue what gives me hope. I don't know what hope is.
I wound up at transition house. I have no memory of it, which just gives you a pretty good idea of what shape I was in. And luckily for me, I wound up in the senior women's support group, where I found out that I wasn't the only one that this has ever happened to, where I stopped blaming myself, feeling guilty, because it was just the final proof that I was a bad mom. And I found that every mother that this happens to feels that way. If I'd been a better person, if I'd been a better mom, if I'd known more, if I had done this, play the what ifs. And I'm a pretty strong woman, and it just about did me in. The hardest phone call you ever make in your life is that one where you admit, okay, I can't do this on my own. I don't have the answers. And just wondering how in the world, in this stage of your life, and you're supposed to be a grown-up now, without the counselors, without the tools, I never ever would have been able to do it. And I think how lucky it is that there is a transition house now. It's wrong that people are afraid.
The daily counseling that they can access, the programs here, the support, so important to their healing and ability to engage in this project and to move on and out. It gave them a chance to look forward, and most of the women who are in abusive relationships are always looking backward through fear and because of their circumstances, which are usually, they're in poverty.
Hitting 60 years old and having to start over with nothing but the clothes on your back is a very life-altering experience. I have a beautiful place now, I have a beautiful outlook on life.
Mental illness affects all ages, educational and income levels, and cultures. However, stigma or discrimination attached to mental illnesses presents a serious barrier not only to diagnosis and treatment, but also to acceptance in the community. Suicide accounts for 24% of all deaths among 15 to 24-year-olds. Mental illness affects 20% of Canadians and is the single most disabling group of disorders worldwide, resulting from a complex interplay of genetic, biological, personality, and environmental factors, including anxiety, eating disorders, depression, and personality disorders, with more severe disorders such as bipolar and schizophrenia.